Right, good morning sa inyong lahat. So we are now going to discuss about joint variation. Again, this is a grade 9 mathematics topic. So I hope you will learn something for today. Okay, so without further ado, let's start our discussion. Okay, so I'm going to click this one here. Okay, so let's recall first the previous lesson na meron tayo. So first is we have the direct variation. So dito y varies directly with x or y is directly proportional to x may be translated as y is equal to k of x. So notice that it can be used as directly proportional to x. Ganun din yan. Ibig sabihin yan, varies directly pa rin yan. Okay? The next step is we have the inverse variation. Here, we see that the y varies inversely to x may be translated to y is equal to k over x. So the word inversely, meaning yung x natin, ginagawa natin denominator yan, which corresponds to our constant variation, which is k. So y is equal to k over x. And also, we are now in a joint variation. So this is our main topic, and I hope you will understand more about this. Okay? So when we talk about joint variation, this is a statement of a varies jointly as B and C means A is equal to K, B, C. So unlike sa direct variation, isa lang yung variables na ating kinoconnect sa constant variation. Now here comes the joint variation, meaning there are two na variables na kinoconnect natin sa constant variation. So kung ganyan ang setup, now in order for us to find the constant variation, that is K, is equal to A over natin kay BC. So ang pinaka-shortcut na meron dito is kung ano yung katabi ng K sa ating equation, yun lang yung ginagawa nating denominator dun sa A. Okay, so meaning A divided by BC. So where K is a constant variation. Okay, so here, let's have another. So translate each statement into mathematical sentence. So use K as a constant variation. So here, P varies jointly as Q and R. So notice that P varies. So alam na natin na yung P natin, yun yung nasa kabilang side of equation alone. And then equal sign natin and then jointly natin sa Q and R. So meaning we have to connect the constant variation sa Q and R. So paano ba yun? Ito lang yun. P is equal to Q multiplied by K multiplied by Q multiplied by R. Another example. Area of parallelogram varies jointly as the base B in an altitude H. So area ng parallelogram, so ano yun? Letter A. So alam na natin, since may varies, alam na natin that is A is equal to. So jointly as the base of B in an altitude of H. So meaning this is A is equal to K B times H. Another example is the volume of a cylinder. B varies jointly as its height H and the square of the radius R. So meaning, ang V varies natin, so V is actually equals na kagad. Then jointly as its H and the square of the radius R. So we have to attach H and R plus the K. So meaning, ang ating equation will be V is equal to K H R squared. From the word square, the radius. Okay, so I hope that is clearly understood. Next, the heat H produced by an electric lamp varies jointly as the resistance R in the square of the current L. So meaning, H natin is our produced electric lamp. So varies jointly, alam natin that's H ano mismo. So notice na yung ating square of the current L natin, so meaning that is L squared. So paano na magiging equation? So this is H is equal to K R I squared. So yan na mismo ang ating equation pagdating dito sa ating problem na meron tayo. Let's have number 5. The force F applied to an object varies jointly as the mass M and the acceleration A. So alam na natin na yung F natin will be the force. So F is equal to K and then multiply by M and A. So ito yun. F is equal to K multiplied by M. Okay? So how are we going naman to find the constant variation in the equation of the relation? So, napakasimple lang ng problemang ito. Okay? So, let's try to analyze the number one problem. So, here, this is Z varies jointly as X and Y. So, alam na natin na Z is equal to, ano daw? Z is equal to KX multiplied by Y. But here, if Z is equal to 16, when X is equal to 4 and Y is equal to 6, find the constant variation in the equation of the relation. So meaning, itong ating Z is equal to K, X, and Y is babalik tayo dito once we get the value of K. So paano ba natin hanapin ang value of K? K is being formulated as K, which is 16, di ba? Yung ating Z. K natin, since we are still looking for that. Then yung ating X is 4, Y is equal to 6. So nag-substitute lang ako dito. So meaning that is 16 is equals to K 24. So yung 24 natin, that is 4 times 6, no? Dan galing. And then we divide that one, 16 divided by natin by 24. And to simplify that, that is 2/3. So the value of K now is 2/3. Now, we are done with constant variation. How about the equation of the relation? So ang equation natin of the relation dito is napakasimple lang. We go back to the equation na meron tayo, which is Z is equal to KX and Y. By simply substitute the value of K doon mismo, which is 2/3. So, ang ating constant variation, this one, and ang ating equation of the relation will be Z is equal to 2/3 X and Y. So you notice, pinalitan ko lang yung ating K ng 2/3, yan ang mismo yung ating equation. Okay? So let's have another example. Find the equation of variation where A varies jointly as B and C, and A is equal to 36 when B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 4. So here, notice natin, A varies jointly as B and C. So alam na kagad natin na yung A natin varies jointly. So A equals yan. A equals to A multiplied by B multiplied by C. But since A is equal to 36 when B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 4, so we have to substitute the value of A, B, and C. So we have 36, which is A, is equal to K, and 3, which is B, and 4, which is C. So 3 times 4, we have now 12, and then divide that to 1 to 36. So 36 divided by 12, we have an answer of 3. So since nakuha na natin yung constant variation, now let's have the equation of variation. Equation of variation now will be A, sorry, hindi ba pala na-encode doon? So A natin, A is equal to 3, B, and C. Okay? A is equal to 3, B, and C. Okay? So let's have another example. So let's have the word problem. Find an equation of variation in which Y varies jointly as X and Z and Y is equal to 45 when X is equal to 18 and Z is equal to 10. Find Y when X is equal to 20 and Z is equal to 30. So here, our task is to find the value of Y. But we cannot go there not unless we find the equation of variation, the constant variation, and also what will be the general equation regarding this in order for us to solve the value of Y. So himay-himayin muna natin to. Solution natin. So Y varies jointly as X and Z. So alam na natin that is Y is equal to K multiplied by X multiplied by Z. Now here, after we find the equation, the next step is to find the constant variation. Since Y is equal to 45 and X is equal to 18, Z is equal to 10, all we have to do is to substitute this value doon sa ating equation, which is Y is equal to K, X, and Z. So here we have 45 as Y is equal to K, 18 as X, 10 as letter Z. So if we try to multiply 118 times 10, that is 180. So divided by 45, and then we try to simplify this one, 45 over 180, that is equal to 1 over 4. So our constant variation now is 1 over 4. Now, going back to the problem, going back to the general equation that we have, Y is equal to K, X, and Z, papalitan lang po natin ang value ng K to 1/4. So, paano yung nangyari? Equation of variation. So, here, dito na natin i-apply itong problem na to. So, since we have y is equal to 1/4, x multiplied by z. So all we have to do, since we are looking for the value of y, we substitute the value of x to 20, z to 30. So paano ba yun? So this is 1/4 is equal to, y is equal to 1/4 multiplied by 20 multiplied by 30. But 20 times 30 is we have 600. So 600, divide natin kay 4, this is now equal to 150. So ang value natin ng y, if x is equal to 20 and z is equal to 30, meaning y natin will serve as 100. Okay? Another example na meron tayo. So the area of a triangle varies jointly as the base b and the altitude h of the triangle. If A is equal to 65 centimeters squared, when B is equal to 10 centimeter and height, which is equal to 13 centimeters, find the area of a triangle whose base is 8 centimeter and whose altitude is 11 centimeters. So here, we have to analyze the given problem. First, let's try to find what is the general equation. Here, A is a triangle varies jointly. Alam na natin, A is equal to, okay, the base or K multiplied by the base and the altitude of a triangle. Another word for altitude is the height of a triangle. Okay? So A is equal to K, B, and H. Now, since A is 65 centimeters squared, when B is equal to 10 centimeter and 13 centimeter, ang H natin or the altitude, we only substitute this one. So we have A is equal to 65 centimeters squared when B is equal to 10 centimeters and C, our H, is equal to 13 centimeters. So meaning 65 centimeters squared is equal to K multiplied by 10 centimeters by 13 centimeters. So once we multiply natin yung 10 times 13, you notice that 130 and then the unit niya is centimeter squared. So why is that so? So centimeter multiplied by centimeter, this is actually the rules of the power of exponent. Diba? So we have centimeter 1 plus multiplied by centimeter 1 again. So we have to add the exponent. So kaya 1 plus 1 naging centimeter squared siya. I hope that is clear. At alam ko yung iba ay nahihirapan. Pero ganyan talaga. Centimeter multiplied by centimeter is centimeter squared talaga yan. Okay? So if we divide this one to 65 centimeters squared, so this is 65 centimeters squared divided by 130 centimeters squared, our constant variation will be 1/2. Sir, what happened? Bakit biglang na-cancel? Because centimeter squared divided by centimeter squared is equal to 1. So matik mo wala na yung sign natin or the unit measurement ng centimeter squared. So 65 divided by 130 is 1/2. So that is our constant variation. Now, we are now ready to find the area of a triangle whose base is 8 centimeter and whose altitude is 11 centimeter. So apply the general formula. Palitan lang natin yung K to 1/2. So area is equal to 1/2 base times height. So this is actually familiar formula because this is actually the formula for the area of a triangle. Okay? So area natin, hanapin natin kung meron tayong base na 8 cm and the altitude of 11 cm. So paano ba yun? Substitute lang natin. Again, 1/2 is equal to 8 cm multiplied 11 cm. What did I tell you kanina? Na centimeter multiplied by centimeter is centimeter squared. Kaya ito ay 88 centimeter squared. Multiply by 1/2. So this is 88 centimeters squared divided by 2. This is now therefore 44 centimeters squared. Okay? So I hope you understand this kind of problem. Okay? So that's all folks for our lesson for today. I hope you learned something. Now kung hindi pa talaga naiintindihan, paulit-ulitin lang itong panoorin nang sa gayon ay kayo po ay makakuha ng tamang sagot pagdating sa maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig at nawa sa next time ay tayo ay magkasama. See you guys. Bye.